What up, Houston Astro fans? Today, February 7th, 2/7 will now be known as Jose Altuve Day in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the mayor
Mm-hmm.
announced it at his press conference. Jose Altuve is an Astro for life. And
Does him giving us that, and I use the term loosely, team-friendly deal without trouble, does that, like, to me, that's like, all right, hands down, greatest Astro ever. Like,
yes,
because you gave up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just are.
it. You would think from telling his story of like, oh, I was a second baseman. They were like, hey, you're only here till we find a replacement, going through the system of the Astros and all that to everything, and you would think like, damn, like that's a player that's gonna be like, hey, I paid my dues back then.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I get it now. But he's very humble. He's very kind. He's all
But
about
that's just
team
what I'm
effort.
saying. Like, it feels like the way that contract is laid out in relation to when we're gonna need our money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like he did what was best for him and the team.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you care that fucking much about us. It's like you don't expect that from an athlete, to be honest. You know?
not at all. And Joe Espada said it. He goes, his humility and what he does for this Astros community is very important, and I wanted to recognize that. I can't wait to write your name in the lineup for the next 5 or 6 years. And
Sweet.
it speaks just volumes on him because it's one of those things where, like you said, it's going to come down to this contract, how it broke down of 30, 30, 30. And then as the years go on, it
Yeah, basically,
slowly,
like the last year of the contract, it's like 10 million is nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So we got you on the hook really for like 3 years, and then when we have to start paying people, we have the money available to us. And I think that was important for him too, because he's like, I don't want to leave and y'all suck, or I don't want to stop y'all from staying good. You know what I mean?
yeah. And it's like, let me give you this now. I mean, he's still going to get his incentives from ATB commercials and everything else that's going to want him on there. So he'll get money from that. But he also talked about like the city of Houston and how like having a home here and having a home in Venezuela, it meant a lot to him that he does not have to move his family. It's just
Mm-hmm.
everything's there, and he is it like we always put Akeem Olajuwon, of course.
He's
Like
number two to me. He's
I was
number
like
two to me. Not
one
even
A,
in
one
question.
B, like it has
Nah,
to
Elijah
be. All
Wan's
right,
to me is one it,
yeah,
and it could be because I was a child.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But also longevity. Elijah did that shit for a long time, and I'm
yeah,
talking about he was like a top tier, undoubtedly one of the best in the league the whole time.
yeah,
But Altuve, he's just the Astros. Like we watching the best era of Astros baseball, and he's the ringleader of it.
yeah. And I mean, this dude. Now we get to watch him go for 3,000. Um, Now we get to see him lead the team. There was a lot. I mean, there was a lot of players in there, and he talked about it. Alvarez was there. Hensley was there. Pena was there. They were watching it. Craig Biggio was there. They were all just watching it and all. And he was like, this is like my family right here. He goes, I love these guys and everything. And you just, it feels like now with this situation, like you said, it was a team deal, but for both sides, it just
Mm-hmm.
feels like the team is in a better place this year
Do you
than
feel like, for one, it's good PR for Crane and them because it's like, all right, at least we know we want to prioritize him because he's a for lifer. You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah.
another good thing for Crane and Dana. I like that. But do you think that it's a message to Bregman?
I think it is.
Right? It feels like not a direct message, but it's like, hey, you kind of know now, bro. To Bregman, you know what I mean? Like this is where we're good at. So if Bregman stays, I could see a similar deal going to him.
And a lot of people are saying it's going to be harder to get Bregman. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people are saying that it's going to be different because you have a Altuve here, but I mean, as most Astro fans know, those two are like this,
Mm-hmm.
like peanut butter jelly type shit. Like they just go together. They are pretty much the faces from the original Astros when we started it to now, with most of them leaving. Um, and a lot of people kind of say like Bregman doesn't have like that humility that Altuve has, but I mean, to me, he does. Like
I
once he
don't know
gets
if he
things
has
right.
the humility, but I definitely could tell you
Yeah,
he doesn't make me think he don't have the loyalty.
yeah,
That's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's like it's like I said, bro. It's like you can't leave what's yours. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you started this shit. This is yours. Like why are you gonna jump off the fucking best bandwagon there is? That's retarded. To chase money, it's
yeah,
like all right, then I get it. But this is what we gave Altuve, and he's more important. You want the same? Let's do it.
yeah. And I don't know. I think I have. It gives me a feeling for sure. Like when the owner talked about it, he was like, "Hey, we'll talk with Bregman when the time's right." And then he talked about Kyle Tucker, and he's like, "We still got 2 years. I got to see what he can do. Like we're gonna see what he can do, and we'll see what he's worth, and this and that." And that's a very good business point from an owner because he's not committing to anything, but he's also not like shooting himself in the foot where he's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this and do that."
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of lets Dana do the main talking of it, where it's like, all right, the logistics and the contracts and all that is more of him. So it gives me optimism that Bregman will be signed or at least get a contract offer for an
Yeah,
extension.
that's what I think. I think this deal makes it for sure that they'll offer him something in this
Yeah,
ballpark.
and I think for me, like if he gets like what is I guess what a 5 year extension for him, 4 year extension, like
At five, I'm good with five. He's younger than Altuve.
yeah, and that's what I'm
I
thinking.
mean,
Like
the dude played all but one game last year, so I'm not necessarily concerned about health. I mean, he is what he is. He at the end of the year, his numbers will average out. It's just his defense is always going to be on point. It's just a matter of knowing when to use him in the lineup of any importance. Sometimes he's going to suck, move him down. Sometimes he's going to be doing good, move him up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But he's worth it to me. It's your baby. It's just like Golden State, bro. It's like you can say what the fuck you want about Clay, but I'm gonna ride till this wheel falls off. You know what I mean? And until Bregman
yeah,
says they got to go for more money, then it's like I'm gonna root for you to be here.
yeah. Like to me, like Altuve is our Steph Curry and Bregman's our Klay Thompson. And I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride with y'all, bro, because I'm gonna ride with y'all till something changes. But I'm good with y'all. Like y'all are
You
here,
earned it.
and
Like I can't turn my back on you.
yeah, yeah. And it's Bregman is like very Houston cultured. He's very like in the community also, and they
Mm-hmm.
both are so different, like in the community, which is great because it's like you get a thing of both sides. Because we know how our team is. A lot of them speak Spanish. A lot of them are
Mm-hmm.
that. But then Bregman learned Spanish to be able to talk to them, but then he's kind of like that middleman of the English Spanish. Like it just works. Like it just works. Um, and I don't know. Today was just a very good day for Astro fans. I mean, we were already excited for the hater news, which they they talked about. Dana Brown was like, "Hey, any guys we bring in, we're bringing in to compete. We're bringing in to stay competitive, to be in that moment."
It's funny because all we asked for them to spend money, and they're like, "Okay, we'll do it."
Yeah, they're like, "All right, we got you."
But
But
like the difference between spending money to keep our window open and like winning is, I think Dana's eye. Like I have a good feeling about Caratini or however you pronounce his name and Cabbage and those kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like man, like we can be legit, like consistently legit. Because there was times last year where we were hitting everything. It looked like they were throwing fucking beach balls up there. And I was like, if we can do
yeah,
80% of that, then you just can't beat us. And I think we might have the team to do it.
I think, I mean, the way that the team is going, there was a lot of questions last year. We, especially with us, we felt Dusty had 1 foot in, 1 foot out most of the year. Which at the end of the year, he kind of stated, "Yeah, I was burnt out."
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like a fresh start. Joe Espada, we had been calling for him pretty much all last year, and not in like an evil way, but it was like, hey, like you can kind of feel it, and let's just rip the band-aid off now. We get our wish now. We'll see what happens. But
I think that's what's exciting about it this season for me is we finally get what we want and we don't have no more excuses. We asked them to
yeah,
spend money, we got it. We asked for a spotter, we got it. So Now we have to go perform, and I just have a good feeling about this team. Something feels good about this team to me.
It just this is this has been one of the teams, especially in baseball, where they have that family feel. You saw it
Mm-hmm.
last year with Dubon and Alvarez, that best friend mentality stuff, and having Verlander the full year is going to help. Bringing in a
Mm-hmm.
player like Josh Hader and Ryan Presley agreeing, like I still love how Dana and Espada both agree. Like, let's go tell Presley, let's see what he wants. So there's no animosity, there's none of this. And then you have, you have a lot of players coming in. A lot of players are working. I get it. We had our fill of Jeremy Pena, and we were like, hey, bro, you need to do it. He's been out there from the videos I've been seeing. He's been practicing on stuff. He's
I always said Pena was a trooper because anytime Dusty wanted to try some shit, it came at the expense of Pena. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I just think Espada has a better feel on him. Like he'll know what to do with him. Like what your expectation should be of him. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
yeah, like the player we thought he was winning ALCS MVP and World Series MVP. He might not be that guy, but that doesn't mean he's not a 275 hitter who can steal bases and play the shit out of some shortstop. I mean, it sounds like a good number six hitter to me.
yeah. And it feels that coaching staff's going to be ready. I'm excited for. We got 50 days, I think, until first game. I mean,
Pitchers report next week.
yep.
All of them except
Um,
Lance.
yeah. He was at the press conference today. He's been at least, I guess showing up for his teammate.
Parking
I
cars
mean,
or what?
I guess I don't know. I, if he comes
I don't
back,
care.
hey,
I
this
got my
fool.
boy back. I got my boy Altuve back.
Yeah, the face of the franchise, best Astro. I'm glad I've been alive to watch him play his career here. It's been fun. Uh, I was too young to watch Akeem, so but watching Akeem's videos, I was like, oh man,
Hakeem got me my NBA rings. Altuve got me my World Series, and now I need CJ to give me a Super Bowl.
yep, that's our Steph Curry over there.
Yes, I hope.
Hopefully,
Hope
um,
he's
I
Kobe.
I I did read Scott Boris said that Alex Bregman has made it clear he is open to listen to whatever the Astros have to say when it comes to contract negotiations.
Oh, that makes me feel pretty good. Also,
Yeah, so I was like, all right. I mean, seems like it seems like most deals are done. We kind of have our team in place. You had said it on one of our last videos. Hey, that's it. We're good.
stop
I
touching
mean,
it.
yeah. Um, the Altuve thing came at sound like felt like a little boost more everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta believe that that shit was done intentionally. Days before you report to pitcher and training camp, like that shit's intentional,
yeah,
and I don't hate it.
it's like all right, Astro fans. I'm not even gonna ask how you feel because I know most of you, probably 99% of you, are excited. If you're not excited about this, you're just not a
Then you're a
fan.
Dodger fan.
Yeah. Um, other than that, though, drop comment down below. What's your favorite?
Jordan got his own shoe.
Yes, you guys own shoe with Nike. Congrats to the big man. He's finally getting the recognition. Went as the number one left fielder in baseball, which we know
Would it
as
be
the
stupid if I go buy his baseball cleat but take the cleat off?
no, because I was thinking the same thing. Verlander got ranked 62 in MLB right now of
Hey,
the all time. So I like the players for this year. So that's if you like that kind of stuff. Congrats, JV. Got the man back. Drop your comments down below. What pitcher are you looking forward to seeing this year? We'll be doing a video, I'm sure, on pitchers and catchers as we come up. Who we care about, who we don't care about. Sorry, Lance, and everything in between. Sorry, Forrest Whitley, but you know, not on our list probably either. So, other than that, Houston, be safe. Congrats, Jose Altuve. Forever 2-7 will be your day here.
to me.
Altuve, we're out of here. Later.
Peace.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.